I don't know about you, but something in Justin Bieber's live streams has been bothering me for weeks. He's been showing up almost every single day, laughing, vibing, interacting with fans, even looking genuinely peaceful for the first time in a long time. But the moment Hailey finally appeared on his stream after all these weeks, everything shifted. His energy dropped, his mood flipped, and suddenly he was tired, overwhelmed, confused about what day it even was, and talking about needing to go away for a few days. And that one moment has opened a door we're not sure they're ready for, because what looked like a simple live stream clip has now become a window into their marriage. A marriage that feels strained, disconnected, and held together by routine more than love. And trust me, once we break down each chapter, you'll see exactly why people are questioning everything. I've been watching Justin's live streams for weeks now, and honestly, it felt like we were seeing a completely different side of him. He was relaxed, smiling, making jokes, singing randomly, interacting with fans, and actually looking alive for the first time in so long. There was a glow in him, that quiet kind of joy someone gets when they finally find something that feels like freedom. And every day people kept pointing out the same thing. He looked happier alone than he ever looked in the curated moments beside Hailey. Then came the day she finally appeared. It was almost strange. After all these weeks of him streaming nonstop, Hailey suddenly showed up on camera, and the shift in his energy was instant. His shoulders stiffened, his eyes dropped, and the happiness that filled every other live stream seemed to drain out of him. Within seconds, he was talking about wanting to go away for a few days, and looking tired, overwhelmed, almost irritated. One fan comment said, "He only seems happy when she's not around. The moment she shows up, he shuts down." And honestly, watching that clip, I understood exactly what they meant. Another viewer wrote, "Justin used to light up on these streams, but when Hailey came in, it looked like the air got sucked out of the room." And that comment stuck with me because it wasn't dramatic. It felt accurate. Whatever spark Justin had on those solo streams, it disappeared the moment Hailey stepped into the frame. When that clip from the live stream started, I honestly didn't expect the energy to drop even further. But it did. Justin looked confused, drained, and almost disconnected from reality for a moment. He genuinely didn't know what day it was. And instead of laughing it off like he normally does, he stared down, blinked slowly, and quietly asked Hailey, "What's today?" That wasn't the Justin we'd been watching for weeks. Then came the moment that changed everything. He asked her if she had work. Not in a demanding way, not in a controlling way, but in that soft, tired voice that someone uses when they just want the person they love to be present for them. He talked about needing a reset, wanting to get away for a few days, needing air, needing peace, and Hailey's response was simple. "Yes, I have work." And she said it on camera. There was no hesitation, no attempt to rearrange anything, no "we'll figure it out," no emotional acknowledgement, just a straightforward schedule update. Like she was talking to a coworker, not her husband who was clearly overwhelmed. One fan said, "He looked so lost asking her that, like he needed comfort, not a calendar reminder." And watching it again, I felt that same weight. Another viewer wrote, "Her saying she has work wasn't the problem. It was how cold and disconnected it sounded." In a moment where Justin searched for closeness, he ended up feeling even more alone. I'm not here to accuse anyone of anything, but I can't ignore what's already playing out in public. People have been collecting clips, party sightings, and little moments that don't seem suspicious on their own, but together, they paint a picture of a couple who feel emotionally out of sync. Let's start with Kendall Jenner's birthday party. Justin and Hailey both attended, but they weren't together the way people expect a married couple to be. Justin was seen dancing with multiple women throughout the night, laughing, spinning, vibing like he was completely in his element. Hailey was also there, but she wasn't beside him during those moments. They weren't interacting, weren't syncing, weren't even making it look like they arrived as a team. She was doing her own thing. He was doing his, and that separation didn't go unnoticed. Then came Kris Jenner's birthday party, and this time, Hailey didn't show up at all. Justin was on his own again, dancing with women, chatting, moving through the party with the same energy he never shows around Hailey. This isn't speculation. This is literally what's visible from the videos shared everywhere online. And that's why people are talking. It's not about cheating, it's about patterns. One fan said something that genuinely made me pause. Why does Justin look more alive around strangers than he does next to his own wife? And honestly, that's exactly what many people are noticing. These parties don't show a man who feels anchored in his marriage. They show someone who lights up when he steps outside it. Another viewer put it differently. Hailey feels like a brand attachment. Justin only feels like himself when she's not there. And whether you agree or not, you can't deny that this perception is spreading fast. The emotional gap between them is no longer hiding behind Instagram photos or PR interviews. It's showing up in real places, real parties, around real people. Every relationship goes through rough patches, but with Justin and Hailey, the cracks aren't showing in private. They're showing in public, in real time, and in ways that feel impossible to ignore anymore. When you look at the last few months together, it doesn't feel like a couple fighting to stay close. It feels like two people quietly drifting apart, holding on to something because it's familiar, not because it's fulfilling. Justin looks tired, not physically, emotionally. He shows it in the live streams, the confusion, the exhaustion, the way his voice softens when he asks simple questions that should sound easy. And Hailey, instead of being the emotional anchor he seems to need, often appears distant, disconnected, or completely unavailable. It's not about blaming her, it's about acknowledging what the dynamic looks like. A marriage where one person needs connection while the other is operating on autopilot. And when you mix that emotional imbalance with the public sightings, the parties, the distance, the separate energies, it creates the image of a partnership that's surviving out of routine, not passion, almost like they're holding on because letting go would create a bigger storm than staying. One fan described it perfectly. They look like two people sharing a house, not a life. It doesn't sound harsh when you've seen the clips, it sounds honest. Another viewer said, "There's no spark, no warmth. They feel like business partners pretending to be soulmates." And the further you zoom into the timeline, the more that sentiment starts to make sense. Because when a marriage is fueled by love, you feel it. When it's fueled by habit, you see it. And right now, everyone is seeing it. While Justin and Hailey's relationship feels like it's hanging by threads, something else has been happening on the other side of the industry. Something big, powerful, and honestly impossible to ignore. Selena Gomez, the woman who once shared one of the messiest love stories in Hollywood with Justin, is now becoming one of the most successful actresses of this entire decade. And the timing is wild. Recently, a major report highlighted that Selena is now one of the highest paid female actresses in the United States, earning around $600,000 per episode for her show Only Murders in the Building. With nearly 50 episodes filmed, that's a staggering $30 million from just one project, a level of achievement most actresses never reach in their entire career. While she climbs, Justin and Hailey seem to be sinking. The contrast is painful. Selena is focused, stable, and thriving, building businesses, launching music, growing her brand, and moving gracefully into the next chapter of her life. Meanwhile, Justin looks emotionally drained on live streams, confused about what day it is, and surrounded by constant speculation about the state of his marriage. Hailey appears overwhelmed, distant, and more focused on work than the emotional reality sitting right in front of her. One fan summed it up brutally but honestly. Selena moved forward. Justin and Hailey stayed stuck. And when you look at the timelines, it's hard to argue with that. Another viewer went even deeper. Selena healed, Justin patched, and Hailey is left trying to hold what was never fully whole. Whether people agree or not, this perspective has exploded across social platforms because it reflects what many see happening in real time. Selena isn't part of their marriage, but her growth highlights everything Justin and Hailey's relationship is missing: direction, peace, and emotional clarity. Sometimes success exposes weakness. And right now, Selena's rise is unintentionally shining a light on everything Justin and Hailey can't seem to fix. At the end of the day, none of us are inside Justin and Hailey's home, but we are seeing the patterns they show the world, the distance, the mismatch, the moments that should feel warm but somehow feel cold. And then, on the other side, Someone like Selena proving that healing and growth really are possible when you choose yourself. So maybe the real question isn't about who's right or wrong. Maybe it's about what this whole situation reveals about love, timing, and the people we hold on to. What do you see when you look at this story unraveling?